Listen, guys, this is what he doing.
Jeffrey, I feel like I used to hate that name so much, but now I'm understanding the name.
We are here today about a grand jury indictment that was returned that included not just Jeffrey Williams, which is of some notoriety and media attention, but about 28 defendants that operated within our community between the time period of 2012 and 2022. It is our allegation that they operated as a criminal street gang and commenced to do havoc in our community. That havoc includes crimes of violence, crimes of thefts, crimes involving drugs. I've made no secret about it, nor any apology that as the district attorney of Fulton County, my number one focus is targeting gangs.
I'll tell you the response to any allegation is Mr. Williams committed no crime whatsoever, and we will fight to my last drop of blood.
Young Thug is scheduled to appear in court today in Georgia on gang-related charges. The rapper, whose real name is Jeffrey Lamar Williams, was one of 28 people named in an indictment in that state. He's charged with conspiracy to violate the state's R.I.C.O Act and participation in criminal street gang activity.
Only Channel 2, by the way, was in Buckhead Monday night as police arrested the rapper Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams. We showed you this exclusive video on WSB Tonight at 11.
Now, here's the latest today. A judge held an initial hearing on the charges this morning. This is video from court of Young Thug in a blue jumpsuit. The rapper and 28 other defendants charged in a 56-count indictment alleging street gang activity, including robbery and murder.
Hip-hop superstar and Atlanta native Young Thug making an appearance in a Fulton County courtroom Tuesday. His first appearance in front of a judge comes less than 24 hours after authorities raided the rapper's Buckhead home. Channel 2 was the only station there Monday as investigators arrested the 30-year-old. Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Lamar Williams, is one of 28 defendants charged in a sweeping 56-count indictment against the criminal street gang Young Slime Life, also known as YSL.
You all are really getting yourselves cross purposes at this point in time. Sir, I'm telling you, you are at this point in time. You made some things out of nothing. I think that you're on very precarious ground at this point in time. So I'm telling you at this point in time, he's in custody. We're going to go ahead and start. You can represent Mr. Williams. That's okay. That's fine. I'll take up the other stuff as needed, but I'm not going to take it up right now. Everything will come out as it should. I don't think. Sir, I don't have enough information at this point in time to address it. I don't. But I'm telling you at this point in time, there is nothing that was given, said, whatever this morning that.
If there is any accuracy to some of the information that we are.
But sir, I don't even know. Your co-counsel won't even tell me who said whatever. Okay, well then you've made. No, we're not doing that at this point in time. So you'll have a choice to make. All right, take Mr. Steele into custody, please.
Your Honor, would the court afford me one moment to confer with counsel regarding the appropriate remedy in this type of situation?
Okay, all right.
May I say one thing, Your Honor?
Yes, sir, you certainly may.
Mr. Williams does not wish to go forward without me being here. You are removing me against his will, my will. You're taking away his right to counsel. And you're conducting material parts of this trial without me present, and I can't learn about it by watching online. So for that reason, additionally, I asked for a mistrial. And I assume you denied, but I'd like you to deny our motions for mistrial. You denied the other people.
I denied your motion, but I'll certainly take that under advisement, sir. We're going to be in recess for the next 5 minutes.
If it's not a pure person or a person that's up to what you up to, they won't be able to stay around. You like your spirit gonna irritate. They demons. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Can't stay around. They gotta leave.
And the judge overseeing the long-running racketeering trial against rapper Young Thug has been removed from the case. This comes after 2 defendants sought Judge Earl Glanville's recusal, citing a meeting with the judge and prosecutors, as well as a state witness. ABC legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer is here to break it down for us. Brian, this is a major ruling. How did this happen and what happens next?
Absolutely. So as you said, this all started off because of what we call an ex parte communication, where a judge, prosecutors, and the defendant's witness, was in this closed room without the other defendants there. That's ex parte, not typically allowed to happen. And so when Judge came out, and Brian Steele, the attorney for Young Thug there, said, hey, I found out there was a meeting and I wasn't a part of this, and you didn't even tell us what occurred there, and now Kenneth Copeland is not pleading the fifth and testifying. We need to find out about that. And that's when these motions started to fly. What ultimately happened is the Judge Glanville gave this case to Judge Rachel Krause, and she just handed in a decision yesterday and ultimately decided that the way that the judge handled the case, even the ex parte, was fine, but the way he came out and evaluated and accepted his own truths as a witness and judge in this ex parte communication was wrong, and that was the basis for his removal. Next is assigning a new judge and then seeing where we start in this case as it goes forward.
There's such thing as faith. Don't never let go. Always work. Don't never lack up on working, no matter how long it takes.
After more than 700 days behind bars, Young Thug is going home, and the hip-hop community is celebrating. Travis Scott was among the first of Thug's peers to welcome the Atlanta rapper home on social media. My brother on the way home. As did T.I. Welcome home, little brother. It's been too long. Time to get back to it. Even Sexy Red chimed in and wrote, they let Twin out in reference to their physical resemblance.
We do want to come on the air here with breaking news. In fact, instead of going to that break, out of Atlanta, rapper Young Thug is now pleading guilty in what has become Georgia's longest-running criminal trial. The plea just announced in Fulton County Court just minutes ago. The rapper, whose real name is Jeffrey Lamar Williams, was indicted in 2022 on racketeering charges. And Shauna, very quickly, I do want to play for you images that just came into us. It is Young Thug taking that plea deal in court, and then I'll have you react on the back end. But here is what just played out in court just moments ago.
As to count 60, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to count 61, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And as to count 1, conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, how do you plead?
No law.
As to count 56, participation in criminal street gang activity under the leadership charge, how do you plead?
No law.
I think you didn't ask about count 62.
As to count, thank you, Your Honor. As to count 62, possession of a machine gun, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty to the offenses you have indicated because you are in fact guilty of these charges?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Williams, is there anything that you want to say?
Yes, ma'am. I take full responsibility for, my crimes or my charges. I want to say sorry to my family, my mom. My mom got 11 kids. I can't say all their names, my managers, my kids that's not here. Really everybody that got something to do with this situation, I want to say sorry for just having so much time invested into this, and I am a smart guy, I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart, I find myself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool, and I understand that you can't be that way when you reach a certain height because it could end bad, and it don't really have to have nothing to do with you, but it could end bad and it could, fall on you. And I know the choice is yours, it's up to you, and I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's unless it's at a, bar in the future or something. Just out of this type of situation, I promise you I won't ever be in this type of situation again. I'm going away. I've learned from my mistakes. I come from nothing and I've made something and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry. Through these last 2.5 years of my life, you are really, truly, honestly, the best thing that has happened to me, because you made everything fair for me and everybody involved on both sides. I'm sorry to the sheriff, everybody, for just having to put extra time in. I know y'all got paid more money, but I'm sorry for y'all having to put this extra time in to be away from y'all family, and I just hope that you find it in your heart to allow me to go home and be with my family and just do better as a person. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I am. I know the heights I've reached. I know the impact I got on people, period, in the community, all people. I learned that late, like these past 2 or 3 years of my life. I kind of learned that late, and maybe it was because I was, probably on drugs or anything, I don't know. But I have came to my senses and I understand what I mean to this world. But I am a good guy, I don't mind doing stuff like, free shows, and I always did that. I did free shows and gave it to single parents, millions of dollars. I made $1.8 million on a free show, and I gave it all to single parent charity. And I did like 2 or 3 shows that made like $700,000 a piece, and I gave it to the breast cancer organization. Like, I do things. Like, I put millions of dollars back into my community for real. I really did. I did more than anybody ever did from my side, But I understand, rap lyrics. I understand how it could be twisted. I understand what it could do to the mind of people. I understand all that, and I promise you I'm 100% changing that. It's just, I'm older, I'm grown now, and it's just like, I'm smarter. It's more things to rap about. Like, I've experienced a lot of good things. I experienced more bad things, but I experienced a lot of good things too. And anyway, I can go forever.
I appreciate that you do realize how much of an impact you have on people. It's past your neighborhood. It's worldwide, especially young people.
And so what was it like that he's going home?
I feel great that he's going home. I feel great that he's going home, but at the same token, I still wanted to fight. But that's his decision. That's his decision. On the other hand, I raised him to be the man that he is. I've always been in his life from a pup to now. And I'm going to continue to be in his life. And as an adult, he has to make his own decision.
So how does it feel like here that he's not allowed to be in Metro?
I'm totally against that, because this is where he's from. And to have a district attorney take that away from him that isn't a resident from here. She's from another state, and to see her take a man away from where he's from to have to go live somewhere else, that's offensive to me. I'm really offended by it.
Adams, Keithadams,